Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is AJ. I'm a fashion designer based in Edo State, Nigeria. Here on my channel, I film about fashion designing, where I do fashion talks, I do fashion DIYs, fashion tips, and I tell you all you need to know about fashion designing and fashion business. If you're a new subscriber, probably this is the first time you're seeing my video. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm very happy you're here and I love you. And to my returning subscribers, welcome. Thank you so much for coming here again. So today I have another interesting video for you. And before we dive right into the video, please subscribe to my channel, also like my videos and share my videos. So let's dive right into the video. So today I have another interesting video for you, and this particular one I think is in the heart of so many people, and not everyone have the courage to voice it out because we're in a world now where everything seems money driven. They get that before you embark in any journey, you must have money as a goal. So this topic is, can I be a student and a fashion designer? What to consider before embarking on this journey. So that's the topic I'll be sharing with you today. So many young fashion designers actually have this thoughts or this question in their hearts. I should like to share a bit of myself before I continue. I started my fashion designing journey as a junior secondary school student. Now, for people in Nigeria, there's this break that comes after GSS 3 and after the junior WAEC. There's this short break. So that was when I learned my fashion designing. And when I was done, I actually did it to SS2. I stopped learning at SS2. I was schooling. I was going to secondary as I was schooling then and also going for my training. So I stopped at SS2. I did my senior work at SS3 and I gained admission to the university. Now the question was, should I continue this journey in school? So I'm actually going to share with you some tips. Now I also want to tell you that to school and be a fashion designer is possible. The school I'm talking about is actually your university degree. I'm not talking about secondary school. Talking about your university degree. Should you be a university student and also be a fashion designer? And the first point I'll be noting is that it's possible. You can, and it's also good. So what to consider before embarking in this journey, because actually it's going to be a great journey. The first thing you should consider before embarking in this journey is that you're going to sacrifice a lot. That's the first thing I need you to know, that you're going to sacrifice a lot, in the sense that you are you're a full-time student. Now it's a different ball game if you're a part-time student in a university. It's a different ball game in that sense. But when you are a full-time student, you're actually going to sacrifice a lot. You may likely spite one thing for the other, because fashion design, apart from other businesses, it thrives on a full-time basis. Most fashion designers do this full time, and though they may have some other side things they do, but this is actually their main business, fashion designing. Probably you may know some part-time fashion designers, but they are few. You get, fashion designing is a job that needs all your time, that needs all your creative, it needs all the creative part of you. So now we are doing two things that needs your attention. You're actually going to sacrifice a lot. It will tell on you. That's the first thing I want you to note. Because I know as a young, I'm actually, this video is actually for ex-students or students that are in secondary school that are fashion designers or that have this knowledge and are thinking of continuing it in school or using it as a side hustle in school. So these are the things I want to tell you that you should consider. This video is to tell you things to consider, in as much as it is possible and it is good. But there are certain things you need to consider before embarking into this journey. And the first one I'm telling you is that you're going to sacrifice a lot. In school, I'm currently a student, and I know how it can be, how tasky it can be with your assignments, with back-to-back classes. You can be in class from 8 till 6. So, and also you'll come back late at night and you need to study. You need to do so many things. You need to cook, you need to eat, you need to rest. So if you're going to be a fashion designer in school, in university, you would sacrifice a lot. Now, I'm a firm believer of anything you are doing, do it well. In the sense that if you're schooling, school well, come out with a good grades. Come out with good grades. Because Nigerian university is not even Nigerian university is not even easy to get into. That one will go and come out with a bad grade. So anything you are doing, you do it well. And if you know how to multitask well, you can go on with it. The second thing I want you to consider is that don't do it out of pressure. There's a Nigerian says that once you have a handwork, you should also do it in school. You should use it in school, which is good, but it depends on the handwork.
Yes, it depends on the handwork.
There are some handworks that are not really time consuming, and there are some that are really time consuming. There are some that need all your time. They need all the creative part of you. They need your devotion for them to thrive. And doing that with your studies also need your time. You need time, you need the full part of you to be a full-time student. So it's not going to be easy doing the two. Now I don't want you to feel pressured. Probably you're having this thought that I would really love to do this, but I don't know if I can do it. Don't do it because so many other people are doing it. You get people will tell you it's possible, but they won't tell you what they go through. They won't tell you what they go through. They won't tell you things they had to sacrifice. They won't tell you those parts. They'll just tell you it's possible. They'll show you the beautiful aspect of it. Now, man, know thyself. If you know you cannot multitask, you can't do that, don't just go into it. Probably this is something you want to do as a full-time business after school. This is something you want to build your life on. This is something you want to use to earn a living. After school, you'll have the whole time. Don't let anybody pressure you into your 4 to 6 years sacrificing this. You have your whole time to do this. If you can do it, carry on. There are people that have actually been able to do that. They've been able to thrive as a fashion designer and the students, and they came out with good grades. If you know you can, carry on with it. But if you can't, don't feel pressured to go into that journey. Because if you go into it and probably you come out with bad grades, people are still going to tell you you wasted money as a student. You wasted your school fees. So make sure your basis for embarking on this journey is not because of what people are telling you. Make sure you know what you are doing and make sure you know that you really want to do this. From the first point, I told you you're going to sacrifice a lot. So make sure you know this is something you really want to do. The next thing you should consider is how to manage your time. If you're going to be a university student and a fashion designer, you must know how to manage your time. In fact, you must be an early riser and probably a late sleeper. But you must know how to manage your time. You must know how to manage your time. You must make sure you're a pro at time management. Since that you know when to go for your classes, you know the time to devote for your work, and you know when to do your things, you know when to rest, you know when to go for other activities, probably inaugural lectures, church services, friends parties or whatever. You should know how to manage your time, and you should know that you are not like any other regular students, that people that probably just school alone. So you must make sure that if you're planning your daily habits, you must make sure you don't do it on the basis of somebody else. You must do it peculiar to you and your work. So my next point for you is you should consider prioritizing things. You should put priority to things. If you're going to be a university student and a fashion designer, you must prioritize. You must prioritize. There are different seasons or different times in school, and these times come with different level of stress. Since that when you just come to school, it may look like the semester is 4 months, the semester is far. This period I can do anything I want. I can choose not to read for the first 2 months. I'm covered. I can read a month before the exams. You see, the as it goes, it gets more stressful. So you must learn to prioritize it. We must learn to prioritize your things, your daily things going on with you. You must put priority to them. And for this, you know that your first two priority aside God is your studies and your work. Those are your two priorities. So while planning anything, you must make sure nothing nothing comes in between your studies and your work. And also, when it comes to the exam period, maybe a month before exam, a few weeks before exam, you know at that time you have to tell your customers they have exams. That time your examination is your priority. If you are very sure and if you are very interested in coming out with good grades, so you have to make sure that you let your customers know that I have exams in the next 1 month, and for this period I need to face my studies squarely. So my last point for you is it's okay if you want to, and it's also okay if you don't want to. So having considered the points, having considered the factors, it's okay if you want to embark on the journey, and it's also okay if you don't want to. So there are other less time consuming things you can do. There are other things you can do to make money with your schooling. So it's fine if you don't want to do fashion designing as a student, and it's also fine if you want to go into this journey. So if you're going into this journey, make sure you consider the factors I talked about, because one or two of them or three of them may actually happen. Okay, guys, so this is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. So don't forget to like this video, don't forget to share, don't forget to comment, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so that next time I upload a new video, you'll be the first to know about it. And also, if you have any other contributions, you can put it in the comment section. I would like to hear from you too. Okay, so till next time, bye.